So my name is Peter Sanya, and I'm the producer and director for the movie That Which Is Needful.
You still worried about it?
License and registration, please.
Sure. Can I get it out of my pocket?
Marcus was a product of nepotism, and he was kind of a complex character, and it was really difficult to play him because he was a blend of arrogance and insecurity. I think the arrogance from being a guy that has never been without money, but the insecurity from never having his metal tested. He's a guy that always had his daddy to bail him out, and his brother.
What was it like working on the set of That Which Is Needful?
It was really one of my better experiences. The director, Peter Sagnia, really knew how to herd the cats. And when you're doing filmmaking and you have 10-hour days of shoots, that's probably the most important skill set to have. Well, Mark Saladino, I'm a huge fan. He is, I would describe him as an edgy Dustin Hoffman. And he's such a joy. He comes, nails it every time. He's always right on with the energy and brings his line. So your character can really engage with him.
Is all that necessary?
I'm surprised you finally called. Well, no, I'm not. I knew it was just a matter of time. I left you several messages.
So you're gonna make me beg?
Of course I am.
Look, it took a lot for me to call you.
Of course it did. Now ask me already.
I want in on the deal.
Whoa! Slow down there. Everybody wants in on this deal. I have brokers calling me in my sleep to be a part of this.
Max, really?
Stella is a character that was meant to be sort of a little villainous, a little, bit of a problem for other characters in terms of her dirty deeds she did. She was crooked, and she was also supposed to be a seductress type. So that was a lot of fun. Marcus, you're a smart guy. What's $5 million compared to $300 million? That's what you're going to earn when you invest in the Saudis' new plant. I mean, it's opening next month. Come on. I mean, it's going to take years for the refinery here to get back on its feet.
What was it like working on the set? It was a great experience working with local actors here from St. Croix. The talent here is incredible. The challenge, I'll be honest with you, the challenge was a lot of the actors here were more so stage actors. And so, of course, when you're acting for the stage, everything is pretty big and you have to be loud so the people in the back can hear you. And when it comes to film now, every little move that you make is picked up by the camera. So the challenge for some of the actors was to sort of like bring them down, and they adapted really well.
I played Willis Bradford. He is the good brother comparatively of the two brothers. In my mind, I like to think that he kind of saved the day, and he's the good guy trying to get his family back together, trying to make things work out, trying to make the business go the right way, and he's the good Samaritan of the film in my mind.
I think the 2 months we spent apart really caused us to reevaluate our lives. We make sure to spend time on the more important things now, like family and friends. But most importantly, our relationship with God. And don't worry, I'm not preaching. I'm just saying.
I'm really happy for you, Willis.
Jaco La Poeta, who's a very popular guy in the Virgin Islands. He's a great artist, a very professional man. I mean, he was a delight to work with. He was able to just add so much spice to the character, and brought some comic relief to the film. And so I really enjoyed working with Jaco. He was out there for the day in Frederiksted filming with his friends. And
hey, how can I help you?
I don't think you can.
You sure? You looking for some action?
As pretty as you think you look, I prefer girls.
Yeah, este tipo tiene chiste. This guy's funny, I like it. Well, you see though, you in my property. And unless you're here to purchase some merchandise, I'm afraid you trespassing.
Who is Stella?
She's just an old colleague. Do me a favor. Put this into the pile of the weekly signings for Willis. And make sure it gets put into the middle of the pile.
Oh, Willis usually likes his weeklies in date order.
Just do what I ask.
Yes, sir.
I would say it helps that the fact that it was on an island. It really, again, organizing and bringing people together, that's the biggest part of the operation. That really was what makes it happen. When you have a good director like Peter Sagnia, that takes a huge load off the actors. But being that it was all compressed into a small area, as we traveled around the island and we were doing on-location shoots everywhere, that really helped. I've done some work in the States where we would have to travel hundreds of miles to go and be on a really great location.
Hi, my name's Dean Roberts, retired school teacher. Acting has been my passion for a long time. I've been here since 1979. Beautiful island, St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands, the largest of all 3 islands. Tropical paradise, water, everything, palm trees, people. I played Detective Palmer. The director gave me 2 directives. They said he was not likable and he was sarcastic. Good director, he knows what he's doing, he puts you at ease, and let me tell you, actors are not easy to work with. He had to put up with a lot of people. He knows exactly what he's doing, and I think for a local director, he's very talented. He needs the opportunity and more doors open to him.
I remember shooting on the side of the road, getting pulled over. That scene was probably my favorite one to shoot because getting pulled over by a cop car constantly was really interesting and beautiful around the corner, and just everywhere on St. Croix is beautiful. So anywhere we filmed, you know, we're catching the beauty of the island here. If I wanted to get into film in the stateside, I'm sure I have a lot more competition to get into. And being down here with knowing a few people, knowing other people, and hearing through word of mouth is how we got this together. And I love that. It's like living in a small town, and I'm from a small town, so that's awesome. Working on the set was awesome because it was all local places that were through friends. So it was great to see the community come together to get us places to actually film at. And everything we filmed at was beautiful locations, beautiful settings. It worked perfectly for the storyline. There was nothing that seemed to go wrong. It really just fit together perfectly, from being on the side of the road to being up in an office in Gallows Bay and all the beautiful scenery of the island. It was awesome.
Well, in theater, I've done just about everything. I'm kind of a song and dance guy. So I've done everything from really light musicals like Kiss Me Kate all the way over to really heavy dramas like The Caine Mutiny, where I played a Lieutenant Steve Merrick who was on trial for his life.
Right, because your background is stage, right?
Yes, I've done a little, you know, a lot of local productions. I also belong to a sketch comedy company in New York called Magaman. And I, you know, performed a lot with that sketch comedy company for many years. Yeah. And I also do theater with students, with young people. I'm a high school speech and drama teacher. It was really professionally done. Like, I just sort of, you know, fell in professional love with Peter because he's really was able to do so much with so little. So imagine, I felt like him having the access to a lot more space, time, resources. Like, we can make films in the Virgin Islands. It was sort of an exciting concept.
One of the other challenges, of course, was working with a zero budget. You know, a lot of people think that, you know, movies, and they do, they cost millions of dollars to make movies when you're in Hollywood, but, you know, from independent filmmakers, there's generally a challenge of getting finances to put something together. I was able to pull this off because, you know, I had most of my camera equipment already. And so, you know, it was just to get a crew together. Colin is a little more of a seasoned actor, and he's done film before, so he was nice to work with. you know, their confidence really increased every day as we continued the shooting. You know, we actually got to call Colin One Take Colin, you know, because he was getting more confident every day, you know, and every time he was we would shoot, he would get more confident that we'd always have to shoot him one time.
Well, I try to come prepared and deliver my line, and at least give the opportunity for the director to like that first shot at it. And it doesn't always work out, but at least I do my best to try to deliver.
You still worried about it?
License and registration, please.
Sure, can I get it out of my pocket?
Is all that necessary?
I'm surprised you finally called.
So you're gonna make me beg?
Of course I am.
What is it with you lately? Are you using again?
Hey, how can I help? You looking for some action?
Yvette?
Close your mouth, Marcus, darling.
Between you and me, I'm finalizing a deal that's gonna put this company back on the right track.
Okay, sign here and here.
I know Willis isn't gonna be comfortable with any of this.
If there's a problem with him, let me know. Max has people that can take care of him.
That's my brother.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will and can be used against you in the court of law.
Don't worry, Joyce. We'll take care of it.
Where'd you get the money from?
You know who this is?
I try to mind my own business at the office.
You're a secretary. You're paid to mind everybody else's business.
God knows that I am a praying woman, but you can rot in hell.
Didn't we just go through this? What's the problem here?